Hi, this is Matt with Jenson USA, and this is the new Yeti SB150. I just got back from riding the new Yeti SB150 out in Golden, Colorado in this bike's natural environment. So I want to share a few first ride impressions and talk about what this animal does. I was really excited to ride this bike because I was a big fan of the 5.5. When they came out with that bike, they were really at the forefront of changing what 29ers do. And that bike pedaled really better than it should for a 140 millimeter travel bike. And it was an all-around trail machine. With this bike being 150 millimeters of travel at the back and 170 at the front, you would think that it would be pretty similar. But it's a whole new animal. And this is really more of a purpose-built enduro race machine. This is what Richie Rude is gonna go tear it up on the EWS set with. And it's great at that, but it also is going to translate well to the way that we ride every day on the trail. And let's talk about why. It gives you a lot of confidence. This thing has a 64.5-degree head angle, so when you're riding the Yeti lunch loop and you're charging hard through big rock gardens, it holds a line, and the structure of the frame, the stiffness and rigidity of the front triangle makes you feel really confident just going for it. At the same time, you got to ride up that thing first, and that's where the 77-degree C-tube angle really comes in handy. It keeps you on top of the pedals where you're generating a lot of power. Whenever things get really steep and rough, it keeps you from compressing the rear suspension too much. So you stay on top of the platform, and it feels really efficient. In fact, you really don't need the climb switch. I felt that this bike climbs better just with it in the open position so that you're utilizing that travel. It also has a 433 millimeter chainstay length. So by keeping the rear center of the bike really short, it's counteracting what's going on at the front end of the bike. So while it's super capable, it also retains its nimble feel. It's still nice and fun and playful. I think the heart of the Yeti design is the rear suspension system. So let's talk about what Switch Infinity does for you. The translating pivot really changes how it behaves throughout the suspension travel. They've designed a lot of platform into the system. So while it's not going to be super supple on all the little stuff, it's a really versatile suspension system. It has a nice platform, so it always pedals really efficiently. It's surprising that it pedals as well as it does for having just about 6 inches of travel in the back. I really liked the way this thing behaves just overall. I think it's a really versatile bike. This is kind of making me wonder why we ride downhill bikes anymore. It's so capable. I would be really happy having this as my only bike, something to go up, ride at the bike park, but then to take out the next weekend and do a big 4 or 5 hour epic on, because it does pedal that well. It's reasonably lightweight. It's a great all-around mountain bike, and I think it's something that will raise your skill level on the trail and give you a lot of confidence. Let's talk a little bit about how this one's spec'd. This is the X01 version. It's going to come in at $75.99. I look at this though, and I think there is nothing here that is going to need to be upgraded. You've got a really solid DT Swiss wheel set. Obviously, we've got Fox factory suspension at both ends of the bike. You're getting a Yeti carbon handlebar, and everything with the drivetrain is just set it and forget it. They're going to have a couple different versions of this bike. Starting entry-level price will be $51.99 for a GX Eagle bike. And we plan to stock all of these here at Jenson because we think that this is going to be a great bike for the future. I also want to remind you that all of the bikes that we ship here at Jenson USA are ready to ride in 3 minutes, which means we've got a box design where you pull the bike out, install the front wheel, and you're hitting the trail really quickly. If you have any questions about this bike or any of our other models, please reach out to a gear advisor and they'll be glad to get you on a Yeti. Thanks for watching the video, and keep pedaling.